Okay, boys, we have reached the semifinal of the college football playoff, and we have two great games to predict.
Not one of the higher seeds won in the previous round. This is the first ever 12-team playoff, and it's already wild.
Is it as wild as a Diddy party?
Sleepy Joe, stop talking before we all get indicted.
Okay, let's quickly recap how everyone has done so far. George went 1-3 in his overall record, is 3 wins and 5 losses. Donald went 2-2 and has an overall record of 3 wins and 5 losses. Joe went 3-1 and has an overall record of 5 wins and 3 losses. I went 3-1 and have an overall record of 7 wins and 1 loss. And Bill went 4-0 and has an overall record of 7 wins and 1 loss.
Damn, Barack and Bill are cooking.
Don't worry, I will make the greatest comeback anybody has ever seen.
Donald, that's statistically impossible.
Let's make our predictions, you bums.
Up first, we got the Orange Bowl, where the Notre Dame Fighting Irish take on the Penn State Nittany Lions.
Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, the bright lights, the stakes, and the hot young girls. This is what it's all about.
These two teams have had wildly different roads to get here.
Yeah, Notre Dame cruised through an easy-ass schedule, and Penn State has been bodying teams all year.
Sleepy Joe, are you fucking stupid? Penn State had a cupcake schedule also. This is the battle of the cupcake.
Penn State's defense is terrifying. That secondary barely lets you breathe.
That's cute, creepy Clinton. But Notre Dame has the best secondary in the nation. The Irish aren't scared of Penn State's air attack.
You know what else is cute? Young girls.
The question is whether Penn State can run the ball on Notre Dame.
Penn State will run the ball down Notre Dame's throats.
This ain't Boise State, Sleepy Joe. Notre Dame D is legit.
Notre Dame also has a crazy run game, too.
Notre Dame averages nearly 4 yards after contact. Their offensive line might as well be a brick wall.
Overrated ass run game?
Stop that, Joe. Notre Dame's run game is just as good as Penn State's.
Bush, you must be higher than my son.
The quarterback battle will be an interesting one also.
Not really. Drew Aller is a stud, and Riley Leonard will be putting the fries in the bag after this season.
Sleepy Joe, shut your mouth. Riley Leonard can throw and run.
And he's a big boy.
Drew Aller is an NFL prospect.
Broso is Riley Leonard.
Let's not forget Notre Dame's Week 2 loss to Northern Illinois. How does a CFP team lose to a MAC school?
If Northern Illinois beat Notre Dame, so will Penn State.
Hold on, though. Notre Dame hasn't just been squeaking by. They've dominated nearly every game since. They've been a completely different team since that loss.
That Northern Illinois loss was a fluke.
You can say the same for all the Penn State losses, too.
Creepy Clinton, no, you cannot.
I'd also say Notre Dame has the advantage in coaching.
James Franklin has yet to win a big game.
Donald, he's won 2.
Sleepy Joe, you don't know ball. Marcus Freeman just outcoached Kirby Smart. Just imagine what he's going to do to James Franklin.
I actually like James Franklin's chances in this one.
Notre Dame wins this as long as they have their MVP out there, Parker Jones.
Leave the poor kid out of this and make your official picks.
Notre Dame is the better overall team and has the better coach. Notre Dame will win this.
Penn State will run the ball down Notre Dame's throats and control the clock to win the game.
Notre Dame has been on a mission ever since being upset by Northern Illinois. This team has been on a magic run, and it will continue. Penn State will keep it close, but Notre Dame will win this.
Penn State will rape Notre Dame, and then they will do the same to the little boys in the locker room. And I will join them.
Notre Dame will crucify Penn State with the power of Jesus on their side. Notre Dame wins.
Okay, so Donald, George, and I got Notre Dame, while Joe and Bill got Penn State. Okay, next we have the Ohio State Buckeyes versus the Texas Longhorns in the Cotton Bowl.
A neutral site game that's being played in Arlington. Very fair.
Texas has an advantage since this game is in the great state of Texas. Man, I love Texas.
If you can't win in your backyard, you don't deserve to be here.
Both teams have had their ups and downs this season, but Ohio State's defense has been terrifying.
They're first in FBS for a reason. They're like my dog, Major, always biting at you, but with better discipline.
Overrated ass D, Texas D is much bigger and better.
Ohio State will put a belt to Texas ass. Mark my words.
Did you guys see how bad Ohio State beat Oregon while Texas barely got past Arizona State? How can anyone pick against Ohio State? Oregon just took that ass beating from Ohio State. They took their panties off and said, put it right in daddy.
Creepy Clinton, you are not normal.
Texas, on the other hand, has been grinding it out all season. That rushing attack is something special.
Texas' run game is decent, but Ohio State's is great too.
If Texas runs the ball well, it's good night for Ohio State.
Donald, you are delusional.
Hypothetically speaking, Texas should win this easy.
The SEC remains undefeated in hypothetical games.
Texas should be fine as long as they kick well this time.
If Texas wants to win this game, Brett Auburn shouldn't be allowed anywhere near the stadium.
Honestly, Texas would be better off letting some random fan kick.
My old ass would be a better kicker.
Sleepy Joe, you can't even make it up a flight of stairs?
One key matchup is Ohio State's elite defensive line against Texas' offensive line.
Ohio State will eat them alive if they can't block those extra rushers.
Texas O-line is nasty and will do Ohio State dirty.
I don't know about that, George.
Stay out of this, Bill.
Texas will win the battle of the trenches.
Donald, stop being an idiot. No, they will not.
The key to this matchup will be the Ohio State wide receivers. They are fantastic and have been outright dominant this playoff.
Everyone's been eating, and they will continue to eat.
This Texas secondary is amazing and will slow those wide receivers down.
Plus, their best receiver is a freshman. He will choke under the bright lights.
I love when freshmen choke.
You guys saw what Jeremiah Smith did to Oregon secondary. Just imagine what he'll do to Texas.
Don't sleep on Texas Joe.
Let's talk about quarterback battle.
It's actually simple. Quinn Ewers sucks balls and Will Howard is good. What more is there to say?
Howard has been nice, I'll give you that, but yours is clutch.
He also loves to throw clutch interceptions.
Ewers will play a perfect game.
Will Howard finna have a field day? Holy shit, this will be a blowout.
The real question is, can Texas stay consistent for 4 quarters? They've had some close calls this season.
If they stick to their strengths, running the ball and forcing turnovers, they'll be in good shape.
Yeah, Texas definitely loves to play down to their competition.
They will play well enough.
This game will be over by halftime.
Okay, what's everyone's official picks?
I got Ohio State by whatever the fuck they want. They'll roll over Texas.
Texas is in their backyard, and they will be the better team, and they are an SEC team. And Ryan will be crying, Texas wins this.
I've got Ohio State. Their defense will be the difference maker in this one, as yours will struggle. Ohio State is without a doubt the better team, and we'll prove it here.
Texas is the greatest state in the world, and that is why the Longhorns win this. Texas will expose Ohio State and show the world they are the greatest there ever was. Give me Texas forever and always. Hook 'em horns.
I got Ohio State. They have young freshmen, and I love young freshmen.
Okay, so Joe, Bill, and I got Ohio State, while George and Donald got Texas.